Good afternoon and welcome yet to another video. Today we're trying out the HEX EZCAN for the R12 GS. We're going to install it. But first let's do a little unboxing. So we're going to install the HEX EZCAN together with the D2 from Denali. And by the way, thanks HEX Innovv for making this possible. So the HEX EZCAN, I've already installed something similar on my R13 on the GS, but today we're going to install it on the R12. It comes in this little box together with a very nice adventure sleeve. So this is a new adventure sleeve. And what makes the HEX EZCAN interesting is that you can install it on your bike, and from there on you can manage multiple accessories. In my case, I'm going to at least install the Denali's, so this one, and I'm going to install a navigation device. I'm not sure which one yet, but we'll see. So in the box you get a lot of extra cables. These are cables that you can split and can connect to, let's say for example, a navigation device, and then you can click it in, and yeah, that's it. And then we have the EZCAN itself. It's really nice, but let me get a scissor. Now we can get it out. So this goes into your bike. Not of course this is just for updating. So if I'm correct, you also get an update cable and USB. This is micro USB, by the way. This goes to your battery. This goes into your CAN bus system. And these are the connection for, let's say, the Denali's and of course navigation devices. So yeah, pretty compact. I think it cannot be a lot smaller, but let's see if we can get it in the bike. So the bike is on this wonderful Dynamoto stand, by the way. I will make a separate video about that in the fall, but it makes it really handy to just move the bike. It's quite an expensive investment, but it's really worth it. So I'm not going to document the whole process. Let me just do some things and then I will show you what I've done. I think that's most efficient. You can also see the Westwind Moto bags. Testing that out as well. Really nice. Of course, you need to remove the seat. I've already loosened the seat. And if you want to know what the biggest hassle is to remove a seat, just buy an R12 GS, because it's really stupid. The plan is just to mount it here, but the thing is, I think the battery is underneath the fuel tank. So I need to think about how to reach that. Wish me luck. So after removing the cap, we now need to loosen this bolt, and then I think we can already lift it, but let's see. But we also need to remove these two bolts. Okay, I cannot get it completely off, but I think this is a really good way to reach the battery. But what an awful design. Absolutely stupid. So it's connected, finally. It's hanging on a thread. I'm going to place it back as soon as possible, and then we're going to route the cables. So here we have the Denali light. Pretty small light, really fits the bike, I think. And the cable is a bit short, but I think I'm going to do it underneath the tank, and then need to put the connector under the tank. So they're flickering right now, but I need to mount them, of course, and configure them in the EZCAN software. But first we're going to install the navigation system. So these are the extra cables supplied by HEX, and you have an optional white and orange cable, and that's for if you have a device that needs to be connected to a cable that turns it off and on when the ignition is on. But in this case the EZCAN does that for you, so I'm only going to connect these two, and orange is of course the plus and black is the negative. So little update, I'm still figuring out how to do the cable management, because Yeah, the lights are installed right now and the cable is installed for the navigation, so that's okay. But now we need to install, or at least tidy up the cables, because somehow I don't get my seat fitted on it right now, so bear with me. We also need to update the device. I finally found a way to install my seat. So now we're going to update the device and change the channel. So now I'm going to change the white to the red circuit. I want to remove the white circuit and use the red circuit for the lights. I'm going to remove this one. And you can change if you want to have it on only when the engine is running, turn signals active when turn it off, horn active, strobe or flash to pass, inverse flashing when hazards are active. You can change your day intensity and your night intensity for both lights, of course, and in full beam and low beam. Yeah, really nice. Seems like they're working finally. Let me show you. So there they are. As you can see, if I do the flickering, very nice. And if I do the pass, they will turn off to make sure that the turn signals are a little bit more visible. Very nice. And this is how I did the cable management. Not the best solution, but I think it's better than nothing. We have quite some limited space at the R12. So let me show you the lights. As you can see, quite subtle, not those big lights that I have on the R13 on the GS. Just a little bit smaller, but I think that really fits the bike. What is nice of the EZCAN is that you don't have to use a separate button or something like that. You can just control it with your light buttons. So if you want to flash to pass, then you do this. So that's really nice. Now I've installed that it turns off when I use my turn signals, just to make sure that I distract nobody. So that's also pretty good. And if you want to have your biggest light, you just do this. So the installation was quite challenging because you don't have a lot of room beneath the seat and also not beneath the tank. You need to remove the tank, and that is quite a hassle. So in that case I really recommend the EZCAN, because removing the tank is a big job, and now with the EZCAN you only have to do it once, and then you can connect other devices to the EZCAN. So again, I connected the Aaocci and I connected the Denali lights, and I think that's about it. Maybe in the future something else, but I think now I'm pretty happy with the results. So yeah, highly recommend. Hey, are you still watching? Good, good. Thank you very much for watching this video until the end. I hope you liked it, and if you do, please consider to subscribe, because that would really help the channel. For now, if you want to see anything more, this is my recommended video for you. This is my latest video for you, and again, if you want to subscribe, please tap here.